Hello there, I'm Joseph, and today we're here on the south side of the Gardenia mountain, which is the mountain you can see behind me there. We're here just outside of a village called Alpedrinha, which is a lovely village, lots of daily necessary amenities. It's got cafes, restaurants, there's even a fuel station there, lots of little mini markets and things, an organic market that happens every week there. So yeah, very nice village. And we're here today because we're going to be showing you this lovely 2-hectare farm that we're standing on. It's absolutely full of fruit trees, lots of different fruit trees. We'll show you that in a sec. There's a lovely large ruin just to the side of me over there. Lots of water, I don't know if you can hear, but there's some water trickling just behind me there. And yeah, it's a really nice homestead. So let's take a look round. So we've just stepped onto the farm. This is the lowest terrace, I believe. There's lots of terraces. We're going to start from the bottom here and work our way up the top, up over there. As you can see, this terrace has got lots of lovely mature olive trees, a lovely diaspuro persimmon here, and water, as you can probably hear. There's Andre. Bom dia, Andre.
Olá, bom dia.
Tudo bem?
And água super fresquinha.
Oh, I can imagine. Andre said the water is ice cold. It's coming straight out of a spring. It's a spring under the ground by the look of it. Yeah, it's nice cold water then. Fantastic. It's a hot day today. It's early in the morning, not too early, but maybe 9 o'clock, something like that. And it's already going to be a scorcher, I can tell. It's warm today.
The water never finished.
Yep.
Okay? The tank is not full because needs repair. For me, broken the tank.
Yep.
Make the new in stone. Okay? You are the house in stone.
Yeah.
Or call the Martin.
Yeah.
For make the natural pool.
I'm going to put on the screen here a link to go to that video. Andre was just talking about our friend Martin and Sabrina. We filmed at their farm a few weeks ago, and Andre said if it was him, he would break down this old block wall. You don't need that, obviously. You can see it needs repairing anyway because the water's not being held in there. And yeah, create a biopool. You've got plenty of water. You say this water never runs out, so plenty of water to do that here. And yeah, Martin would be the guy to construct a biopool.
Make the beautiful pool in this area.
Yeah, you could make it quite large in here as well, couldn't you? I'm just going to turn around. You'll see the wild boar have already been trying to help create a pool. No, it's not wild boar.
The tractor. The
okay.
In the other day.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that was wild boar, but no, you're right. Yeah, I can see the tyre marks there actually.
Eu sei, a seguir já vamos falar da casa.
Yep.
Mas pá, por aqui a piscina, ter ali a casa logo ao lado.
Perfect. You'll see the house in a minute. Andre said it's just up there behind the vehicle. I think if you see it there. And yeah, Andre said house there. Come down one terrace, few little steps here or something. There's already a bit of a slope. Few little steps there, and you've got your bio pool down here, or a lovely large pond, nature pool, something like that. Nature pond. That'd be gorgeous. Persimmon. Look at that. They're all coming. Nice. There's a lot of fruit on this farm. There's pretty much most types of fruit that you can get in the area.
Every tree you look in the property.
Yep.
Is fruit tree.
Yeah. All fruit trees.
Exists a little part of the forest. But the trees in the terrace, the area, the fruit tree. Look, this is ginger.
That's ginger, so sour cherry. Nice.
Exists more, one terrace, 3 lines the ginger.
Yeah, there's a few little orchards actually, isn't there? So there's one little orchard of ginger, so sour liqueur cherries.
I eat in the last week.
Maybe it's a bit
in the property, but the birds need it.
Birds need to eat too, yep. And it's getting towards the end of the cherry season now. I was actually just saying to Andre a moment ago off camera that today on my farm, I have a cherry farm. Today is our last day of picking cherries, so I'm pleased about that because my poor little fingers have been have been through the paces the last few weeks. We've picked quite a few ton of cherries. So yeah.
This is the old system, the condition. Traditional system, the olive trees.
Perfect. So the old. The
good money the government for the traditional system, the olive trees.
What's that? Sorry, Andre. What's that? A subsidy?
Yeah.
Okay. So the government gives different subsidies on. We've covered this on the channel before. If you'd like more information, please do send us an email, farmerforfun@outlook.com, and we can give you information about the subsidies. But yeah, the government give lots of different subsidies for farms and land here. different payments depending on what type of crop you have and everything.
I don't know.
Bravo de Schmolf?
No, maybe not. I don't know because it exists a little red there.
Ah, okay, yeah, and Bravo de Schmolf is famously a yellow apple.
I don't put the question for the owner. Maybe Royal Gala.
Okay, nice. But anyway, an apple tree and quite a nice healthy one. You can see it's old, obviously. It's had a nice heavy prune. Another apple tree there. There's lots of fruit trees here. But nice big mature tree and full of apples. Wow. Obviously it's right at the beginning of the growing season for them, so you can't see them big apples unfortunately yet, but they will be.
The olives. It's possible you see the new olives. There
you go. They're starting to come. Nice. So this farm, Andre, is 2 hectares?
2 hectares.
2 hectares, and the price is 100,000 euros. It's really, it's a really nicely laid out farm. Electricity is on the farm, so extremely easy to connect up to it. Water, you're too far away from municipal water here. It's at the end of a farm track, which is probably around. How long is the track, would you say? I can't remember. 2 kilometer track. It's a good quality track.
Maybe talvez menos.
Maybe less. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. 1.5 kilometers.
Because exists the access for the 2 villages.
Yeah.
It's possible you use maybe 3 entrances.
Oh, okay. So there's 3 different entrances to the farm. Yes. Okay, and the one that we came on was a very nice entrance. We filmed that at the beginning. There's a stream down here, isn't there, Andre?
Yes.
I think I can hear water. Yeah.
I don't remember where is the well. Eu estava aqui com a cara de lado para o outro e já encontrei. Está aqui.
Where are you looking?
The well.
Okay. Yep. Perfect. So yeah, I was talking about water. Municipal water obviously is not possible, but there's a well. Careful, Andre.
Okay.
Superman.
Está preparado para colocar a bomba e para puxar a água para o tanque.
All prepared to stick the pump in and pump it up to the tank.
Yes.
Okay.
The system of irrigation in the farm don't exist for the trees because the trees is old trees.
Yep. So they have nice deep roots that go right down. They don't need it.
Antigamente colocavam mais amor para as árvores e é diferente.
Yeah.
This is for push the tank.
Yep.
Close the house.
And that's not the tank that we saw. There's another tank, isn't there?
Is the other tank.
The other tank, yeah.
The other tank close the other side of the house.
Yep.
And use the water, the tank for irrigation, the vegetables.
Perfect. And yeah, I was just going to say, you can see down here, this is where all of the veg patch was. They've got something planted down there. I'm not sure what it is, potatoes or can't see from here. Something. There we go. And that's all, of course, drinking water. So that's handy. That's perfect. So water and electricity are already set up. There's a large ruin on the property also, which we'll show you in a moment. Beautiful. Look at the trunk on that. Wow. Yep, don't touch the stingers here.
But it's good for soup.
Yes, and tea as well.
Yes.
Beautiful. The stinger net was very good. Lots of health benefits. Little tractor access track there that we just walked down. All the terraces have that, which is nice and handy. So that's good. Can we see the stream?
Joseph, you like fishing?
I love fishing, yeah.
Okay. I remember fishing, use this. Isto é uma cana da Índia.
Okay, an Indian cane, cana de India. I don't know how you say it in English, but an Indian cane.
Okay. É similar a bambu.
Yeah, it's similar to bamboo, isn't it? Yeah.
E elas são muito fortes, elas não partem com facilidade.
I wonder if it might be a species of bamboo.
São muito bonitas.
Well, yeah, very nice. But you used to use that as a fishing pole, did you say?
Yes.
Wow, nice.
E não são tão invasivas como as outras canas.
Okay, they're not as invasive as the other types of canes. Perfect.
For the garden, it's possible to put in the garden.
You can see actually they've not spread around, have they? So that's good. That's handy. Nice. And here's the stream. Perfect, nice amount of water. Runs all year round. This stream, we've filmed different properties along this stream, about 1 kilometre or 2 either side. So we know this runs all year round. Nice depth to it. It's not super deep in all the places. You can see it's babbling. Where's my finger? See it's babbling over the rocks over there. So much shallower there. But then there's little pockets like here. Oh well, look down there. I don't know if you'll be able to pick that up on the camera, but that area there is rather deep. That's probably 1/2 metre deep, something like that. Nice. So there's little pockets. Of course, you could dig out little parcels if you wanted to on the stream as well, and make them little plunge pool spots for the summer. Today would be a good day for it. We have had a heat wave the last week. It's been hot. maybe I don't know, I think it was 38 was the hottest where I was, something like that.
Beautiful trees.
Beautiful
Eu
trees.
já não saía daqui hoje, ficava aqui à fresquinha.
You can feel the difference here in the shade of the trees here down by the water. It must be 10 degrees cooler, something like that, 5-10 degrees cooler here. Now we're gonna go back out into the sun and and get hot again. But yeah, what a lovely place. And we've only just discovered the two bottom terraces here. We've got so much more to show you of the rest of the farm. And Andre was saying a moment ago, actually, the farm has a nice little section of forestry as well, which is handy. So you've got firewood for the winter. Not always hot like today's.
Jovens.
Young
cork trees.
Young cork trees, nice as well. Oak trees, a little bit of pine, which would be your firewood. But mostly all fruit trees.
Aqui está mais outro acesso para outra terraça.
Okay, another
mais limpo e tal.
Another terrace there. That one's overgrown. There's a couple of terraces that are overgrown that have nothing
on. I
on.
don't know. You see the
flowers.
Orange flowers.
Yep.
Is pomegranate.
Pomegranate, nice. Lovely large stone there at the side. Wow. Where are you looking at? Oh yeah, so there is prickly pears. Nice. Apparently they give good luck, so every farm must have one.
And little sector, the fruit. Every place
yeah, that's a proper homestead as well, isn't it? Lots of little parcels of fruit everywhere.
Yeah.
And we're still walking along the stream edge there. So
you like the avocado? For me, it's possible to put avocado.
Yeah.
More lemons don't exist. I don't see lemons in the property, but exist orange.
There are citrus trees here, aren't there? Yeah, but not lemons, as you rightly said. Well, we haven't seen a lemon tree anyway.
Há vizinhos aqui que têm manga.
Okay, mangoes as well. Mangoes, avocados, nice.
Estou a ver aqui, ai, uma chaminé. Pensava que era cogumelo gigante.
Yeah, I was looking to see what that was. Yeah, it looked like a giant mushroom or something. It's an old chimney that's been popped there.
Okay, this is a boundary. Okay.
Oh yeah, little old trailer. So really nicely laid out farm with lots of just start to see the ruin over there with lots of little orchards.
Pine, young
solitary pine tree there. Nice. Cork tree there. Look at that beautiful cork. Gorgeous. Protected species in Portugal. Can't cut those down. Not that you'd want to.
Okay.
Say that again, Andre. Yeah, we'll go this way. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice large rock. And yeah, there's lots of little terraces that don't have anything on them, which would make it perfect for livestock. They smell good. Nice, yeah. Beautiful roses. Yeah, old wild style rose. Nice. Oh, okay, bay tree, nice. Cherry tree there. Grapevines. Perhaps needs a bit of a cut.
Penso que seja lucilima.
Ah, yeah?
Não, não é.
No.
Não sei o que é.
It's got similar leaves, hasn't it? Similar leaves. Looks like a verbena, but it's not.
Okay. Cherries.
Cherry tree. Verbena is my favourite plant, actually.
The grapes. Exist many grapes in the property.
Yep.
Exist one sector of the grapes in the top.
There's a vineyard, yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
But exist more grapes.
Yeah, so what you're seeing here near the house is just oddly scattered fruit trees, like homestead style. Cherry here, grape there, olive there. But they actually have orchards further up the land, which we'll show you in a moment.
Big tank.
Large tank, look at that, with the size of Andre there. I'll move out of the way. Nice amount of water, beautiful. So that's where you said the pump would pump it up to this tank for irrigation, drinking, whatever. Is the tank full? Look at that, full of water, beautiful.
The tube that is in the ground.
Okay, all the tubes underground, that's handy.
Tank,
yep,
okay.
Perfect. Nice. Fisslers? Yeah. Gorgeous. And here's the ruin.
This is the ruin, but don't exist key. A parte maior da casa não tem chave.
Okay, I'm going to put on the screen here the size, the footprint of the ruin. You can legally go up one floor as well. That's always the case on ruins. You can make them 2 floors. And Andrew said, yeah, no key, unfortunately, but inside it's just going to be, you know, just storage and things. There's nothing inside there at the moment, but legally livable. Perfect. And a nice size. It's a nice large ruin, this one.
Yes, it's a large ruin.
Oh, okay, this door's open. Excellent.
Estas duas são abertas.
Oh, it's just one of the doors that's locked. One sec, let me get my torch out. Okay, so we've got the torches out. So this part here would have been, I think you were saying, the animals back in the day? Antigamente?
I don't know, is a sheep or ghost?
Yeah. No,
Ghost or goat?
Goats. Ghosts, phantasmas. Yeah, sheep and goats probably, something like that. Maybe a donkey, I don't know, who knows?
No, mas maybe the donkey or the horse is for the carroça.
Okay, because we saw that trailer back a moment ago. So yeah, maybe a donkey then, maybe. They got the manger over there for the hay.
Deve ser muito fresco. Olha aqui, a rocha foi escavada.
Yep.
Foi partida aqui.
Yep.
E o chão é de rocha.
Okay, wow. So that would have been, if I hold my torch in the other hand, that would have all been one big rock. But they've carved it out there and carved it out there because there's still rock on the floor. Perfect. Nice. Did you say there was another door open as well?
Yes, there's one more.
But there's one part of the house we can't look at because it's locked. But you get the idea by looking at that. Lovely thick walls as well. The walls, they're all normally about 60 centimetres thick, so it keeps it nice and cool in the summer months, and also well insulated in the winter months. Nice. Yeah, so we could see inside this bit as well, but unfortunately the larger part we can't see, but oh well. Yeah.
The other is the double this or more.
Yeah, more than double this, I would say, looking at the footprint. Yeah, beautiful, nice height as well, lovely height. So so nice. Yeah.
Yes.
What part are we looking at next? This way? Yeah.
Vamos por aqui. Aqui dá para ver também a largura da casa.
And I think Andre, sorry, cutting you off there. I think the farm goes right back towards where the pines are.
Yes, the boundary is in the pine.
The boundary is the pines, so wow, you get to see that it's large, lovely stone from an old wall there. And yeah, Andre said you can see the length of the house there. What's that?
1 pound.
A pond? Ah, yeah, nice. We didn't know that was there.
I don't know if the water mine.
Because the land's just been cleared with a tractor, we didn't know it was here. But yeah, look at that, a nice size.
Because the animals go inside for drink water.
Yeah, you can see the hooves on the floor, hoof prints. Nice, full of duckweed, so the water's going to be nice and clear underneath.
Is a water mine or not?
Okay, yeah, could be a water mine, couldn't it? Yeah, looking at the back wall over there. Perfect. I've just realised I've still got my torch on. Let's turn that off. We don't need that on out here.
Okay.
Nice. Closest neighbours over there.
This is a young olive tree.
Nice. So an olive grove there where we've parked. Olive grove with all of the young olive trees. Look at that beautiful stone wall. Nice. Jump down that little wall there. And then nice. So yeah, another nice sized terrace. Go on, Andre. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful stone wall. And that is the start of one of the orchards up there, Andre, I believe.
The cherries is included.
Cherries. So how many lines or how many trees? There's quite a few, I think.
3 lines the cherry trees.
3 lines of cherries. So starting there, going up there. So that's a nice small-sized orchard. Plenty to sell. Cherries sell for a nice price. They're the best crop to have here. This is an old veg patch.
Olha, diz-me uma coisa, eu estou apaixonado por esta quinta.
Yeah, me too. It's really pretty. Rightio, so we've just jumped down that terrace over there, walked over here, ran to the shade because it is a scorcher.
Há muitas pessoas que nos perguntam o que são estas coisas.
Yep, Andre said lots of people ask us why you get bottles hanging in the trees all the time in Portugal.
Inside put vinagre de cidra.
Yeah, you put apple cider vinegar in there.
And the flies go inside.
Yeah, and you put a hole. That one's got a slightly big hole, if you'd ask me, but you should put a hole of about 3.5 mil. That makes it small enough for flies, and too small for bees, right?
Yes, you make a churrasco.
Churrasco? Come on. Oh, Andre, that's terrible. Andre said, and then use them on the barbecue. Oh.
Okay. This
figs?
Is white figs.
Okay, white figs, nice. White figs are very tasty. There's actually...
Vem em agosto, setembro.
Okay, nice, August, September. There's a few varieties of figs and they all come a few months apart. You get some bigger ones, São João's for example. White figs, they're quite on the small side, aren't they?
The São João is the big.
Yep.
This is the small.
Okay.
White. The old people like drink moonshine, eat and fig.
Oh, okay.
In the winter, makes these figs secos.
Dried figs.
Dried figs. In the breakfast, eat the dry figs and the moonshine.
With the white figs. Dry the white figs, el secar, yeah.
Sí, sí.
So they'll dry them as well, or eat them just as they are. They're beautiful as they are. Pingo de mel. I don't know if there's pingo de mel on this farm as well. That's another drying fig.
People say is because put more strong is the sugar, because it's many sugar in the figs is good for the work in the day.
Yeah, yeah, good. It gets you going. Yeah,
it's the Red Bull.
It's the Red Bull.
Yeah.
A nice kick of sugar in the morning, so it gets them going for the work for the day on the farm. Makes sense. Makes sense. More lovely mature olive trees, and as you can see, just oodles of space here. Perfect large pastures. I'm not talking about just this one because this is quite small, but on the other side of there as well, right up to not quite to the trees on the far side, but nearly where the road is.
The owner prepared a little part of the land for put more trees.
Yeah, perfect. Oh, okay, what they're planning on putting orchards here. Okay, or you could obviously do that, or livestock. You've got plenty of space here for livestock.
Animals.
And a nice sheep pasture with a view looking out to the forests over there. Gorgeous. And lovely forests on the other side, all deciduous trees, corks, oaks, things like that. Lovely stone wall there with grapevines on the top. You get to see the size of that cherry orchard. I was going to call it a small cherry orchard, but it's not that small. 3 runs of all them cherry trees. That's enough to bring in probably. Yeah. Cherries are all finished now. It's the end of the season, but yeah, that couple of runs there is enough to bring in a couple of ton of cherries.
This is the first cherries in the area, okay?
Okay, so they're early cherries then. Nice.
More white fig.
More white fig, nice.
This is the oaks, and cork.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice trees. A couple of rocks on the floor there, lining the tractor path.
This is the other entrance for the property. Possibly you go the house, the car for the house.
The way that we came in.
Use this.
Or this one, perfect.
Okay.
So a nice couple of options for
boundary.
Yeah, nice couple of options for entering the property. Perfect.
Aqui dá para ver a minha quinta, por isso depois podem me dizer adeus daqui de baixo.
Andre said that his farm is God knows where, up there somewhere.
Só da casa é que dá para ver.
Ah, okay, only if you're at the house, it's slightly to the left. He said so he'd be able to wave to you from here. Excellent. Okay, this must be the vineyard coming up, I think.
Yes, in the last year the owner collect and produce 700 liters the wine.
Wow, 700 litres of wine from this vineyard. I would imagine that's red wine.
Yeah, I don't know, it's a good question. The normal is the mix.
Okay, a mix, yeah, that's better then, so you could do white or red. Perfect.
Olha, mas olha aqui, olha como elas já estão.
Yeah?
Olha como elas já estão.
Excellent. Nice, nice.
Olha como elas, olha a carga de uvas.
Really loaded up, loaded up. Someone's walking through their dogs, I think, sorry. Yeah, excellent.
Se não quiserem as uvas, eu posso recolhê-las para mim.
Andre said if you didn't want the grapes, he'd happily come and take them off you. Beautiful. You make homemade wine, don't you, Andre?
Yes, yes.
Yeah?
Me, my uncle and my cousin
Perfect.
make every year the red wine.
Nice, nice.
That's the boundary.
Boundaries there.
The forest.
Yep. Perfect. And then another couple of orchards up here. It feels like way more than 2 hectares. Yeah, someone's walking over there with their dogs. What's that? A freezer?
Não, está ali cortiço.
Yep.
Sabe o que é cortiço?
Yeah, a cork. Yep.
Because the farms need bees. This is
okay.
the apiary.
Okay, so they've used these just to sit the hives on top of, I think, haven't they? Yeah. Excellent, excellent. A couple more fig trees as well. Give a bit of shade to the beehives when they're there. Oh, and dogs really aren't very happy. What have we got here? Figs, right? Figs?
Yes.
Yeah, so a small fig orchard there.
The figs.
Perfect.
And the ginger.
And ginger. It's a whole ginger orchard as well, isn't it? So
Medronho, olha, look, medronho.
Madronio strawberry fruit. So you've got the other cherry orchard that we showed you down there. Rosemary.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Gorgeous. So there really is everything. There's everything you could want on here. Yeah, you've got the other orchard that we showed you earlier, which is big, sweet eating cherries. And these ones here,
And
sour liqueur cherries. Nice.
four lines.
How many? Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Nice.
Está aqui, Joseph, aqui.
I won't say no to darting in the shade. There you go. There's a few left on there now, but they're getting past their best. A week ago they would have been perfect. But yeah, nice.
Aquelas que ainda não foram colhidas.
Excellent. Excellent.
É.
Gorgeous. Beautiful.
Estão tão quentes que acho que me vão fazer mal à barriga.
Yeah, they're warm. Andrew said they're so warm they're going to probably give them a stomach ache. But warmed from the morning sun. So am I actually. I'm warmed from the morning sun too. So we've just come down to another terrace now, left the vineyard behind. We've got these lovely peach trees and they're carregado. They're loaded. There's quite a few peaches. These ones aren't ready yet. They're going to be another few weeks, maybe a month. No, less than a month, maybe 2-3 weeks. This one's the same variety. There's another one down there that is ready now. Yeah. Lovely pear tree, loaded with pears.
Vou-te contar aqui segredo do meu avô.
A secret from your grandfather, yeah.
It's not a secret. Meu avô, the moonshine de my grandfather is...
Nice.
Era,
yeah.
Porque meu avô já faleceu.
He's gone now, yeah.
But era fantástica.
Okay.
O que é que ele fazia? A moonshine normal is grapes,
yep.
Okay? But my grandfather don't put grapes, he put more fruit.
Yep.
Eu agora lembrei-me disto porque na semana passada, the last week, the cherry trees is full of cherries. The moment don't exist nothing, the birds e caíram para o chão.
Yeah, they fall on the floor and yeah.
Secaram.
Yep.
O meu avô colocava uma manta de azeitona por baixo.
Okay.
Apanhava a cereja toda que caía seca.
Yep.
E punha a fermentar com as uvas.
So he'd put okay, the ones what you use for harvesting the olives.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So the olive nets what you use for harvesting the olives. He would put that on the floor.
Put on the floor the cherries. Elas
cherries.
ficavam secas, começavam a cair.
Okay, dried cherries when they start to fall off the tree. Yep.
Guardava essa cereja.
Yep.
E depois colocava nas massas do vinho para voltar a ganhar hidratava outra vez, entrava água, né? E depois destilava e era
fantastic.
brutal.
So he'd put down the olive nets underneath the cherry trees, catch the dried cherries when they fall off of the trees, mix them in with the grape must for the aguardente, for the moonshine, and yeah, that would be very interesting. I can imagine that would give a nice
taste.
Taste.
Como é que ele via se a aguardente estava pronta a destilar?
How?
Todos os dias ia com fósforo.
Okay, so Andre said the way that he would test if the aguardente is distilling, every day he would go there and light a match over the top of it.
Yes, ele ia, se o fósforo apagasse, ainda não estava boa.
Okay, so if you put the match over the top of it, and if the flame goes out, that means that it's not finished distilling yet.
Porque existia fermentação ainda.
So it's letting off the carbon dioxide gas. Yeah, of course. Yeah, because it's distilling. Yeah. Wow.
Orange tree.
Orange tree. Nice orange tree.
Deve ter uma tangerina. Deve ter tangerina.
Can't see any fruit. Obviously, it's not the right time of year for that.
This is orange de winter.
Yep.
This is the old variety, the peach tree.
An old variety. Okay. Damascus, nice.
Yes.
Beautiful.
This is plum.
Plum.
This is plum.
Yeah.
This
Nice.
is plum. And olha aqui.
Beautiful tree.
Desculpa passar à frente.
No worries.
Está aqui com os frutos.
Everything's organic.
Yes.
Everything's organic. Yeah, perfect. So cut that bit off. The ants can keep that bit. Yeah.
E uma formiga de vez em quando, dizem que as formigas sabem a Coca-Cola.
Andre said it doesn't hurt to eat an ant every now and again anyway. Apparently they taste of Coca-Cola.
Yes, eu quando era pequenino sempre gostei de Coca-Cola.
Okay.
E my uncle say, taste the formiga, the name formiga?
Ant.
The ant, the flavor is the same de Coca-Cola.
I've never heard that.
Eu provava as pequeninas, eu ia comia.
You tried the ants, yeah, when he was a kid. Well, How's that?
Está muito doce.
Nice. It looks nice and juicy. Yeah. Perfect.
Oh.
Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And this farm is just, it's covered in fruit trees. They're everywhere. Right behind the camera there. Another little peach on its way there. Perfect.
Olha, eu tenho que descascar, sabes porquê?
Why?
Porque eu sou como. Epá, eu arrepio-me a comer pêssegos.
Because of what, sorry?
Arrepio-me.
What's that?
A pele do pêssego faz-me arrepiar, faz-me pele de galinha.
Oh, okay. How would you say it in English? The feel of the skin makes your skin go on edge. Yeah. Excellent.
Okay,
Nice.
beautiful farm.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've pretty much seen everything, haven't we? If you're interested in this farm, please do send us an email, farmerforfun@outlook.com. You can ask us any questions, anything about this farm, anything about moving to Portugal, anything whatsoever. We'd be more than happy to help. And of course, you could check out this property and all of our other properties on our website, www.farmerforfun.com. But anyway, we're going to eat some peaches, I think. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Look forward to seeing you in the next one.